Abdurakul Shayuat Biwa Samushil Pa Timtar. Begin all things by first using the all. Rawat, everyone. Greetings. I am Astar Tiamani Fedwashi, and most of you know me as Grace Kelson, and that is my name in commerce. I have not changed my name. I just created an appellation because that's what Gods do. We create. And if you're not doing business with me and it is strictly personal, I will appreciate if you call me by my appellation. But today we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about my SF181 experience, and it has been a wonderful one. The SF181 is a standard form. The link is going to be in the bottom for you to pull up a blank one. And it is to identify your race and ethnicity, and it is a self-identifying. So you have the right and you have the opportunity to identify how you please. I'll give you an example of the form. And this is the actual one that I used to publish. And I chose American Indian and white because the definitions apply. I used to choose black or African American. And if you look even at the definitions, the lengthwise, look how least of words in the definition that it has. And this is why. Because all of these definitions, except for black, have original peoples in the definition. Not only does it violate the rule of do not use the word in the definition of the word that you're trying to define, a person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa, it doesn't include original people. And I have original peoples, okay? And my original peoples are Jalenji, which is Cherokee, you know, as Cherokee, and Siksika, which you know as Blackfoot, okay? And the definition of white, very important. A person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, which was named after Europa, the princess of Ethiopia, the Middle East, or North Africa. So I spent my time from about 19 on trying to figure out life, right? And I've learned all these different things about legal things, and listened to Moors, and I got way away from religion. And I had the generational curse, you know, your grandmother went to church, your mother, your uncles, your brothers, right? And I just knew something wasn't right, and I knew that praying and protesting wasn't helping. So I thought, what is the greater thing here, you know? So I got a lot of the information about legal things and about definitions, but I didn't have the spiritual aspect. So my mate introduced me to Chief Nanya Shaabu of the Asakata Nation of Yamasee Moors by way of his winter solstice video. And he told me at first, he said, now just be open, listen to the information, and don't be judgmental, because he can be harsh about black. And I was like, wait, what? And he said, because you're such a black power person, a black love person, this might, rub you the wrong way. So it's like, okay, whatever. So I listened because I'm very open. I listened to the video, and it didn't take long, because everything that I was confused and had questions about, he brought it together for me. And it wasn't like a Jesus Savior moment. You have to do the work. He gives you the templates. He provides the information, the resources, but you need to read and you need to be competent. Otherwise, you'll just be a runaway slave. So I love it. So my total experience is that I am just greatly appreciative, of him and his mate, the matriarch, Sa, just a beautiful, beautiful white female. And if you are interested, I want you to first look at the videos on YouTube of Chief Nanya Shaabu, and also get on one of these webinars. You have to ask for or to request at asakanym@gmail.com and send a message to Saul and say that you want to be on the webinar. So here's the bottom line. If you're tired of protesting, if you're tired of praying and seeing black people killed all over the streets, going to jail, being treated unfairly, you have to get on this webinar, and it starts with us. Everybody wants to know what the resolution is. The resolution is starting with yourself, taking it down to your children, your tribe, and then carrying it out to the world. Everything starts with yourself. So I started with this document right here, and I want to continue to tear down the matrix with the Asakata Nation. So with that being said, Abjugador, Abjugador, Abjugador. White power, white power, white power.